We, the SANONS, are really delighted to offer a Bible-based answer to each question in this article. Help Bible students to take a stand for the truth. Theme text: stand firm in the faith. Grow strong. 1 Corinthians 16 verse 13, footnote. Focus: how we can help Bible students to develop the faith and courage they need to take a stand for the truth. Questions 1 and 2. Part A: why do some Bible students hesitate to take a stand for the truth? Part B: what will we consider in this article? Our Bible-based response. We recognize that many Bible students hesitate to take a stand because they fear rejection from family or friends, or they doubt their ability to meet Jehovah's standards. As described in Matthew 13 verses 20 to 22, such fears can choke spiritual growth. According to John 8 verses 31 and 32, helping students to deepen their knowledge and faith will empower them to stand firm in the truth. In this article, we will consider how Jesus showed his disciples to help those who seem reluctant to take a stand for the truth to 1. Identify obstacles to their progress, 2. Deepen their love for Jehovah, 3. Adjust their priorities, and 4. Overcome their challenges. Question 3. What may have prevented Nicodemus from becoming one of Jesus' disciples? Our Bible-based response. Nicodemus knew that Jesus was sent by God, yet fear of the Jews kept him from openly following Christ. As described in John 3 verses 1 and 2, he approached Jesus secretly, showing caution rather than courage. According to John 12 verse 42, many believed but held back because of fear of man, reminding us to help students overcome similar obstacles. Question 4. How did Jesus help Nicodemus to understand what God expected him to do? Our Bible-based response. Jesus devoted time to Nicodemus and spoke directly about the steps needed for salvation. As described in John 3 verse 5, he taught that one must be born again through water and spirit. According to John 3 verses 14 to 16, Jesus emphasized the necessity of faith in the Son of God, patiently guiding Nicodemus toward truth. Question 5. How can we help a Bible student to identify what is hindering his progress? Our Bible-based response. We can kindly and patiently help students to see what is holding them back, whether work, family, or other distractions. Based on Proverbs 20 verse 5, good counsel helps draw out the thoughts of the heart. According to Galatians 6 verse 2, bearing one another's burdens strengthens students as they adjust their priorities for Jehovah. Question 6. How can you help a student to find the courage to take a stand for the truth? 1 Corinthians 16 verse 13. Our Bible-based response. By showing students that Jehovah empowers them, we instill courage. As described in 1 Corinthians 16 verse 13, they are urged to stand firm in faith. According to Isaiah 41 verse 10, Jehovah promises his support, assuring them they can make needed changes with his strength. Question 7. How did Jesus help those who listened to him to grow in their love for Jehovah? Our Bible-based response. Jesus emphasized Jehovah's loving qualities, drawing listeners closer to their Heavenly Father. As described in Matthew 7 verses 9 to 11, Jesus portrayed God as a caring parent. According to Luke 15 verses 20 to 24, he illustrated Jehovah's compassion with the parable of the prodigal son, motivating disciples to love and trust him deeply. Question 8. How can you help a Bible student to deepen his love for Jehovah? Our Bible-based response. We can highlight Jehovah's qualities and personal love during studies. As described in Romans 5 verse 8, God demonstrated his love by giving his Son for us. According to 1 John 4 verse 10, Jehovah took the initiative to show love, helping students feel personally moved to respond with genuine affection for him. Question 9. What helped a man named Michael to change his life course? Our Bible-based response. Michael was deeply touched when reflecting on Jehovah's sacrifice of his son. As described in Galatians 2 verse 20, Christ gave himself for us, motivating gratitude and change. According to John 3 verse 16, the ransom is proof of God's love, and this realization moved Michael to dedicate his life to Jehovah. Question 10. How did Jesus help his early disciples to adjust their priorities? Luke 5 verses 5 to 11. Our Bible-based response. Jesus performed a miracle that convinced his disciples that Jehovah would care for them if they prioritized spiritual work. As described in Luke 5 verses 5 to 11, Peter and others left their fishing business to follow Jesus full-time. According to Matthew 6 verse 33, we too are assured that when we put kingdom interests first, Jehovah provides what we need. Question 11. How can we use our own experiences to strengthen a student's faith? Our Bible-based response. As described in Psalm 37 verse 25, we can share how Jehovah supported us when we put kingdom interests first, helping our students see that he truly cares for loyal ones. According to 2 Corinthians 1 verse 4, when we explain how Jehovah comforted us in trials, we help our student gain confidence that with Jehovah's help we can keep making spiritual progress. Question 12, Part A. Why should we invite different publishers to a Bible study? Part B. How can you use videos to teach your student effectively? Give an example. Our Bible-based response. Based on Hebrews 10 verses 24 to 25, inviting a variety of publishers lets our student hear practical faith-building experiences that stir up love and fine works in our heart. According to Matthew 28 verse 20, using videos, for example, Jehovah will care for our needs, helps us teach effectively and reassures our student that Jehovah is with us as we apply what we learn. Help your student to overcome challenges. Question 13. How did Jesus prepare his disciples for opposition? Our Bible-based response. As described in Matthew 10 verse 22, Jesus realistically told his disciples to expect hatred for his name, which helped them face trials with steady faith. According to John 16 verse 2, he also warned of severe persecution, so we too prepare by deepening our trust in Jehovah before challenges arise. Question 14. How can we help a student to prepare for opposition? 2 Timothy 3 verse 12. Our Bible-based response. According to 2 Timothy 3 verse 12, we explain that persecution is a normal part of godly devotion, helping our student not to panic when it comes. Based on 1 Peter 4 verse 14, we remind one another that being reproached for Christ is evidence that the Spirit of glory rests on us. Question 15. What could help a Bible student to cope with family opposition? Our Bible-based response. As described in John 7 verse 5, even Jesus' brothers initially lacked faith, so we remain patient and kind when family struggles with our decisions. According to Romans 12 verses 17 to 18, we keep peace and respond respectfully, which can soften hearts and keep the door open for future conversations. Question 16. How can we help a Bible student to share his beliefs in a tactful way? Our Bible-based response. Based on Colossians 4 verse 6, we practice expressing our beliefs graciously and briefly so relatives do not feel overwhelmed. According to 1 Peter 3 verse 15, we prepare a gentle, respectful explanation that invites more discussion rather than ending it. Question 17. How can you train a student to deal with the misconceptions others may have about Jehovah's Witnesses? Our Bible-based response. As described in 2 Timothy 2 verses 24 to 25, we rehearse calm, kind answers to common questions so our student can teach with mildness. According to Proverbs 15 verse 1, a mild reply can turn away anger, helping us correct misunderstandings without arguments. Question 18. How can you encourage a student to share his faith in the ministry? Matthew 10 verse 27. Our Bible-based response. According to Matthew 10 verse 27, we motivate our student to speak publicly about the truths learned in private, perhaps beginning during a campaign. Based on Romans 10 verse 10, we explain that public declaration strengthens faith, helping us rely more fully on Jehovah. Show confidence in your student. Question 19. How did Jesus show confidence in his disciples, and how can we imitate him? Our Bible-based response. As described in John 14 verses 1 to 5, Jesus reassured his disciples despite their limited understanding, focusing on their loyalty and potential. According to John 16 verse 12, he gave them time to grow. Likewise, we show confidence that our student can progress with Jehovah's help. Question 20. How did a sister in Malawi show confidence in her student? Our Bible-based response. Based on Galatians 6 verse 9, she patiently continued the study, trusting that sincere teaching would bear fruit in due time. According to Philippians 1 verse 6, we too trust that Jehovah can complete the fine work begun in our student's heart. Question 21. How can we strengthen a student's desire to take a stand for the truth? Our Bible-based response. As described in 1 Corinthians 3 verse 7, we remember Jehovah makes it grow, while we help our student deepen love for Him and adjust priorities. According to James 1 verse 25, acting on Bible truth brings happiness, strengthening our desire to stand firm for what is right. How can we help a Bible student to 1. Identify obstacles to his progress? Our Bible-based response. As described in John 3 verses 1 to 2, Nicodemus recognized Jesus as a teacher from God, but fear of the Jews became an obstacle to his progress. Similarly, a Bible student may face challenges such as work pressures, family opposition, or personal doubts. According to Proverbs 27 verse 9, we can gently draw out their concerns by taking time to listen and creating a safe setting where they can open up. By helping them identify what is holding them back, we can encourage them to rely on Jehovah and make adjustments that show their love for Him. 2. Deepen his love for Jehovah? Our Bible-based response. Based on Romans 5 verse 8, reflecting on how Jehovah lovingly gave His Son for us can touch a student's heart and motivate them to act. As described in Matthew 7 verses 9 to 11, Jesus emphasized Jehovah's tender qualities by comparing Him to a father who delights in giving good gifts to his children. When we highlight Jehovah's compassion, patience, and generosity during a study, we help the student grow in appreciation and personal affection for Him. That love becomes the strongest reason for them to take a stand for the truth. 3. Adjust his priorities? Our Bible-based response. According to Luke 5 verses 5 to 11, Peter and Andrew adjusted their priorities by leaving behind a thriving fishing business to follow Jesus, trusting that Jehovah would care for their needs. Likewise, a Bible student may need help to see how putting kingdom interests first leads to lasting blessings. As described in Matthew 6 verse 33, when we emphasize seeking the kingdom above all else, we strengthen their confidence that Jehovah will provide materially and spiritually. By sharing our own experiences of simplifying life or putting meetings and ministry first, we inspire them to adjust their priorities in a way that pleases Jehovah. Source: Daddy, Mommy, Doniani, and Koletny.